I welcome you all for the meeting number 791. And before proceeding to the meeting, I want to mention 3 ground rules which has been followed in every meeting in Medley Toastmasters. Number 1, please refrain yourself from talking about sex, politics and religion. Do not interrupt while the speaker is speaking on the stage. And the third one is switch off your mobile phone or put it in silent mode, so that it will be you will maintain the concentration in the meeting. And now I like to introduce a person who is working on the field of dentistry for more than 20 years, and the president of Medley Toastmasters Club, Dr. Toastmasters Travel.
Thank you, S.A. B.J. Anand. Fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, very good afternoon and welcome to Medley. With the sound of this gavel, I declare Medley meeting number 791 open. I would like to welcome the dignitaries who have joined today's meeting, distinguished Toastmasters, Sundar Raman Chintamani, past president of Medley, distinguished Toastmaster, Guru Prasad, past president of Medley. Thank you for joining us today. Do you know someone? Oh. We also have many guests who have joined today's meeting. I welcome Toastmaster Sneha from Mass Articulate Toastmaster Club who has joined us today. Welcome, Sneha. We have a list of guests, regular guests who have joined us today. Mr. Narendra, Mr. Anmol, Mr. Ashish, Mr. Alagiri, Lokesh, and we also have new guests today, Ms. Chandini, Ms. Kamakshi and Ms. Jeba. I welcome all of you to today's meeting. Do you know someone who was unable to speak even 2 words together in front of public forum, but later went on to become great leader because of their oratory skills? There is a big list. Mahatma Gandhi,
many examples.
Abraham Lincoln, Winston Churchill, Julia Roberts, Warren Buffett. This list goes on. When Gandhiji was a student, he has a panic attack over public speaking. When he was doing his law in London, he was once called to give a speech in his vegetarian community. Because he's fond of vegetarian food, he loved vegetarian food, he thought it is easy to give a speech, and he prepared a speech well in advance, and he rehearsed it several times before he went there. But when he went there in front of the public, he was barely able to speak the first 2 lines. He was tongue-tied and had a panic attack. How come such a shy, timid Gandhiji became an enthralling speaker? How did he overcome his nervousness that he had in his early days? An article in a renowned psychology magazine says that 75% of the population have some level of anxiety during public speaking, and they call it as glossophobia. Glosso in medical term is tongue, and phobia is fear. This is very common in young adult females. And though very few of them actually have the social anxiety disorder, for majority of the people, this fear of public speaking is tied to the evolutionary root. That is, we get this fear from our ancestors. When you see the history, the ancient man, in order to overcome the endanger from the animals, he lived in a group. So this forming of society and fear of being alone, living alone, made him a social animal, and this is what is written in our genetic code for thousands of years. So whatever fear we have today speaking in front of people is related to the fear that was developed in the ancient man. And psychologist says that this fear of ostracism, that is rejection from the group, is the root cause for the fear of public speaking, that is getting embarrassed in front of people. So how do you overcome this? Being aware of the evolutionary root of our fear. So why should a caveman's thinking of being alone should bother us in fulfilling our purpose of being a good speaker? Gandhiji had a purpose. He had an urgency to bring all the people of the country together to lead the movement, the freedom movement. So this urgency within him helped him to overcome his fear of public speaking. Even he has commented about his public speaking that the hesitancy that he had once it was annoying had become a pleasure as he started speaking to people. So what about the remaining 25% of the population who do not have fear for speaking? Do all of them become great speakers? No, even they need preparation. Toastmaster is one platform that helps you to develop your public speaking skills. It is an international educational organization that was started by Ralph C. Medley in 1924, approximately 100 years before, in order to improve the public speaking skill of people. Even painfully shy people through Toastmasters have become effortless speakers. So with this few words, I would like to hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day who will take this meeting forward. Today, the TMOD is played by an enthusiastic Toastmaster, a physiologist by profession, and having special interest in yoga and intermittent fasting, a loving personality. Please, she is my colleague and a good friend. Please help me to welcome Toastmaster Anuradha.
Thank you, President Toastmaster Prada. Good evening to all. The Icebreaker Marathon is a unique opportunity for both new members as well as experienced Toastmasters to share their stories, break the ice and set the stage for their journey in public speaking. Each participant, today they will deliver their icebreaker speech, which will give us a glimpse about their life journey, aspirations and motivation. Let us cheer our fellow Toastmasters as they take the first step in their journey and make this event a memorable one. To take today's meeting forward, I like to welcome a person who is a software architect by profession. He feels that consistent involvement in Toastmasters is a key to the success, the professional and personal growth. He also said that after joining Toastmasters, he became a better listener as well as he was able to manage his time efficiently. This one he shared when I asked him last term why he wanted to renew his membership when I was a VP membership. Then he served as a treasurer in the previous term, and because of his on-time payment to the Toastmaster International, we were able to achieve all the membership awards in the previous term. So let us welcome the general evaluators of today's meeting, Toastmaster Kumaresan, with a big round of applause.
Thank you so much for the great introduction. I appreciate that. So today, I'm the general evaluator for the day. We all know feedback is the breakfast of champion, a great quote told by Kim. It is always applicable to anything what we do in life. As a general evaluator, today I'm going to evaluate the meeting from end to end. starting from essay to final president's note. To do the evaluation task efficiently, I do have a team with me. So first team is a tag team. For the benefit of guests, so tag is the abbreviation of 3 roles: timer, arc counter, and grammarian. I would like to introduce our tag team member. So they will explain you about their role and how they are going to evaluate, how they are going to support the speakers and evaluators, those who come on the dais. First, let me introduce the timer for today, Toastmaster Harini. She is a passionate HR professional and currently working as a leading HR in an e-commerce firm. She specializes in organizational development. She helps organizations build culture and handle change. Over to you, Toastmaster Harini.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today, as a timer, I am going to brief my role. I am going to time each of the speeches, table topic speakers, prepared speeches, and individual evaluators. I will also alert each speaker the time they have left using the green, yellow, and the red card, which denotes the time left. All the prepared speeches will be given 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will raise the red card. The icebreaker speech should be given 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 5 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And at 6 minutes, I will raise the red card. The table topic speakers will be given 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise a yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will raise a red card. The individual evaluators will be given 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise a green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I will raise a yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will raise a red card. Thank you, Toastmaster Kumaresh. And I wish the best for all the speakers. Thank you.
Thank you, timer. Next, I will introduce the next role player, arc counter. So today, arc counter role is played by our recent Toastmaster, Sharmila. She is a law of attraction coach. She finds immense joy in reading spiritual books, meditating, practicing yoga, dancing, and exploring spiritual destination. What else? She joined Toastmaster to become an impactful speaker. And one of her favorite quote is, "The more I study, the less I know." I welcome our founder, Toastmaster Sharmila.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. As an accountant for today's meeting, it's my honor to briefly reflect on speaker's verbal habit. The purpose of accounter is note down all the filler words, repetitive words speakers speak during the meeting. I will listen for the repetitive words like but, well, so, and I will also listen to the filler sounds like hum, ha. I will also note down when speakers repeats a word or phrase like I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of time each speakers use this expression. Thank you. Back to the general.
Thank you, Alfonso. Next, I will call upon the next role player, grammarian, the last role of attack. So today, the grammarian role is played by our Toastmaster Priyadarshini. So there is a coincidence actually in the last icebreaker marathon. Also, I was a GE. You were a grammarian, and she's working as a senior operational manager in a healthcare solution. She believes in spreading the love and bringing smile on everyone's face. And to prove that, she was our club level humorous contest winner last time. Let's give a huge round of applause to her.
Good evening, everyone. So, fellow Toastmasters guests, I'm the grammarian, and it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language and usage. I'll take note of any misuses of the English language as well as outstanding words, quotes, sayings or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. The think everybody, who were into the Medley group should have known the word of the day. Anyone? Embellish. Yes. So it's a verb to make something more beautiful by adding decoration to it. Embellish is a versatile word that can be used in variety of contexts. When using the word embellish, it is important to consider the context and tone of your sentence. Depending on how you use it, it can have either a positive or a negative connotation. For example, embellishing a truth, that can be a dishonest one. But while embellishing a piece of art, then that is seen as a creative or an impressive note. I can give some examples. The company plans to embellish their software with new tools and capabilities. The author embellished the plot with unexpected twists and turns. He embellished his resume to make himself seem more qualified for the job. He added a touch of humor to embellish his speech. Followers often embellish stories about their heroes. So I'll just note down the word of the day of usage, and also I will give my grammarian report after this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Kumari. So this is our tag team. Thank you, tag team, for a great introduction. And we do have individual speech evaluators, so those will be evaluating the individual speeches today. I will call upon and introduce them when they go to evaluate. Let's all be pleased today with our active participation here of our speakers. I'll hand over the stage to
Today this hall is embellished with a guest. As I welcome to the icebreaker speakers. For the benefit of guests, I tell the usual routine of our Toastmasters. Initially, we'll have the speeches, prepared speeches. Today, since it's an icebreaker marathon, all the speeches will be icebreaker speech, that is from the level 1 and project 1. It will be delivered by our new members. Followed by, we have table topic session. That is a trademark of our Toastmasters. Then followed by table topics, we have evaluation sessions where the evaluators will give their feedbacks about the speeches. So this is our routine. Now let us start with the icebreaker marathon, the speech. The first speech will be given by a person whom I met her 12 years ago when I took my mother-in-law to her clinic. The speciality of her is she will not treat the symptom. She will analyze and find out the root cause of the problem, and she will treat the patient. And always she will give 100% cure rate. That's why many of our Medleyians also is her patients now. Let us put our hands together to welcome Toastmaster Hema. Toastmaster Hema, is there a doctor in the house? Is there a doctor in the house? Toastmaster Hema.
Give the best, be the best. My father was a unique person, a daring, very adventurous, ambitious person. He was very loving and caring father. He liked surprising very often, myself and my brother. One fine day, when I was in class 10, he barged into the classroom. He gifted me a watch. On another occasion, he just surprised us with rabbits, parrots, monkeys. Mother of all surprises. Any guesses what the surprises would have been? A snake. You heard me right? It was a snake. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. I'm Hema. I was born and brought up in Rajapalayam, a very small town, 2 hours from Madurai. It's a conservative town where the girls about 10 were forbidden to step out of the house. They got married between 15 to 18 years. Things have changed a lot now. So, my father, by name Mahadevaraj, is a business entrepreneur. My mother is a homemaker, Muthulakshmi. I have my younger brother, by name Ranjit. So my father was the first person who got admitted in the Ames University. Unfortunately, he couldn't complete his MBBS. He dropped in the third year, returned back to Rajapalayam, and again he was the first person to start his business in marbles and granite business. And he had a passion towards MBBS, and he wanted to realize his dreams through me. So he wanted me to become a doctor and my brother to be an engineer. This was part of our conversation on a daily basis. We were also living up to his expectation. Things were going very smoothly. My brother and myself, my younger brother and myself, were very close to each other. We are very, very close. We just cling to each other. Whenever we are together, we bully our cousins and relatives. There are a lot of our cousins and friends are very jealous about seeing us bonding together. I was just liking to sing a song. I love dancing. I have not hesitated to showcase my talents on any platform, be it singing or dancing. I was into small sport activities, like I was a district level player in shot put and javelin throw. So things were going very smoothly until that. Father had inherited agricultural farmland from his parents. So he started spending a lot of money and time on the agricultural farmland by spending money for the business. In 4 years down the lane, he started accumulating huge losses. So he fell ill. His health got deteriorated slowly. This affected me mentally. As a result, I couldn't score well in my 12th grades. In the end, I didn't get admission for MBBS. At this time of period, I got good marriage proposals. My mom and my aunties were very happy. They convinced they want to get married. My father was very stubborn that I shouldn't get married. I should continue my studies. So he admitted me in the physiotherapy college at Erode by selling his last property. So from Rajapalayam, I went to Erode to pursue my physiotherapy. Fortunately and unfortunately, he could pay only for the first year. Second and final other 2 years was taking care of my brother and my mother. After finishing my physiotherapy, I went to Hyderabad to work in college and hospitals. Initially, I started working in 3 different hospitals. Later, I joined college as a lecturer. That is a testing period for me. I realized teaching was not my cup of coffee. I just loved treating patients. Since then, I have become a clinician. From there, came back to Chennai. I set up a unit inside a hospital. Everything was going well. My father passed away in the year 2004. Give the best, be the best. That was the last promise he took from me. 2005, I got married to my husband, Venkateshan, who was zonal head in the company, and delivered twin daughters, Rashika and Ritika, who are at 12th grade currently. I enjoyed I have taken a break from that period. I thoroughly enjoyed being with my daughters. And then again 2010, I set up a unit inside an orthopedic clinic. Everything was, I just continued practicing over there. Somewhere in the middle of the year, I realized I'm not doing justice as a physio. I took a decision to come out of the place. And then I just found a small unit, 80 square feet, the clinic for myself. Everything was going well again. I just upgraded myself, attending workshops after workshops, and finished my master's in 5 years of time. Again, I found a place which was 1,000 square feet, and I started getting patient everybody through word of mouth. So in future, I have a plan of setting up a clinic, 2,500 square feet. So all these years, my brother and my mother and my husband, they were like supporting pillars. The man who was behind me in all my success was not there to witness. So I have joined Toastmasters to improvise my public speaking skill, to harness my communication skills. The sole reason behind this is Toastmaster Anuradha. I have seen her major improvement after joining her Toastmasters. So that's why I'm here without even thinking twice. Is there a doctor in the house? No. That is a physio.
Thank you. She has broken the ice nicely. Sorry, I missed to read the objective while I was busy in breaking the ice. Let me read the objectives. Since it is common to all the speeches, the purpose of the project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. This is the objective which is common for all the speeches. And for the first speech, Toastmaster Hema, the evaluator is Dinesh Shekhar. Sorry for mentioning late. So next speech will be a person who is a mechanical engineer, born and raised in Chennai, working as Deputy General Manager in Carrier Air Conditioning and Refrigeration Limited. He likes to read books and spend time with his family. He joined Medley in March when I was Vice President membership. When I asked him what is the reason for joining Toastmasters, he said to improve his public speaking skill. Now let us welcome Toastmaster Balaji to deliver his speech. And Toastmaster Balaji's speech will be evaluated by distinguished Toastmaster Thomas T. Abrahams. Toastmaster Balaji, go with the flow. Go with the flow, Toastmaster Balaji.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I have decided to break the ice with my first speech today. Go with the flow. Everything will work out the way you want it to. It's the quote I like the most. I will share some of the life experience which make me to understand and like that quote. I was born and brought up in Chennai. My mother worked as a school teacher. My father worked for Bindi Mill, which was famous for textiles in those days. Since both are working, I was put up in a nursery school near my maternal grandparents' home till my 5th standard. I spent most of my childhood in my maternal grandparents' home. I had my first challenge when I was 11 years. I wanted to join 6th standard in a high school near my home. My parents also had confidence in me. So they made me to write the entrance examination. But unfortunately, I didn't pass. So I was forced to join a school in Raipur, which was 12 kilometers away from my home. My journey with the outside world started. I need to walk 1 kilometer to catch a government bus from my locality to reach school. Eventually, I got used to it. I learned a lot. I have completed my 10th standard with 90% marks. My second challenge came in my 15 years of age. After my SSLC, I wanted to complete +2 and join engineering. But my family situation forced me to join a government polytechnic. Because when I completed my SSLC, Bindi Mill was permanently closed. My father lost a job. So I was forced to take the responsibility of the family in my teenage itself. So I went to the floor. I joined Central Polytechnic for a diploma course in mechanical engineering. 3 years college life was very enjoyable. We had a big team of friends, bunked the classes, we did everything. But at the same time, I was good in academics and sports. I completed my diploma course with distinction. Got placement in Voltas as a service supervisor. So started earning in 19 years and supporting my family and continued my graduation in part-time study. Eventually I completed BTech and settled down well in Voltas, it's a Tata company. Then came the third challenge. Any guesses?
Marriage.
No, while I was working very comfortable in the work profile of a service engineer, some of my superiors pushed me towards sales department. I was very hesitant to come to sales. Having a part-time diploma and a part-time engineering, I was not very confident to come into sales. So then there was a situation. The project business, there was a setback. The management started Reco. So I was forced to choose either sales or to quit the organization. Again, I decided to go with the flow, taken sales profile, joined MBA as a part-time. It was very challenging for me, competing against the professional MBA colleagues inside the office and competing against my competitor outside the office. It was challenging time. But over the years, I got stabilized and I became a successful engineering sales professional in the industry. Sales has given me a very good growth in my organization ladder. Currently, I am designated as a Deputy General Manager for Career Corporation, handling Southern region. When I look back, I have been placed better in terms of package, designation and industry reputation compared to the other colleagues who continued in projects and service. About my family, I am married. My wife is a B.Pharm graduate, a writer and a homemaker. We are blessed with 2 sons. My elder son is just getting into his teenage. Younger son is 10 years old, working on their challenges of life. I have joined the Medley Toastmasters to improve my public speaking skills. Special thanks to my mentor, Anuradha. She was continuously following me and motivating me to show some progress in Toastmasters. I gave her a simple draft. She embellished with morning, saying good morning, added so much of flavors and gave me this script for my first speech. So, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests, go with the flow. Everything will work out the way you want it to. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to call up Toastmaster. He works as an aviation professional and he was born and brought up in Coimbatore, my favorite city, and he is in Chennai since 2015. He enjoys running and watching cricket. He joined Toastmasters to improve his leadership skill and communication skill and also to learn from diverse group of people, which he answered when I asked him the reason as a VPM when he joined Toastmasters. Let us put our hands together to welcome Toastmaster Rajshekhar. Journey never ends. Toastmaster Rajshekhar, journey never ends. And his evaluator is Toastmaster Priya Bailur. She is my mentor.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today you are going to meet a young boy from a remote village who looked at the rockets embellishing the sky and dreamed of catching them. Myself, Rajshekhar Mohan, I am from small village Kasningavaliyam, which is in Coimbatore. My father, M. Mohan, he earned the money by running a small provision shop in the village. My mother, M. Alice, she maintained our family and supported my father. From my school days, I was fascinated by anything that flew in the air. Initially, I thought that all are rockets. Then I realized there's a difference between rocket and aeroplane from my teachers. In the 5th standard, I fell in love with aviation, and from that time onwards, I want to study something related to aviation. Unfortunately, in 12th, I scored bit less marks, which couldn't get a seat for aeronautical engineering. So I decided to retake that exam, and with the hard work and good preparations, I got 88% and my dream came true. In college, my department head, Mr. Wing Commander Arun Kumar Adak, he supported us and he made us education is just a fun. But after college, finding a job in aviation industry, it was become bit difficult. Our friends started joining to other industries, but I did it. With relentless effort, I got an internship opportunity in Hindustan Aeronautical Limited, Bangalore. There, I have get a chance to work with real rockets and aircraft. I felt very happy that moment. How many of you seen a real rocket in person before? Yes. Model. Yeah, that also qualifies. Yes. So I was fortunate enough to work with the real rockets. But by that time, the aviation field is very narrow and get a core job is very difficult. But the love for aviation keeps me going. With that, we have traveled to Bangalore and stayed with my friend's room, and after searching, I got a good opportunity in DGCA as a consultant airworthiness officer. After a year, I got a very good opportunity to work as a regular officer, Group A level. But I have missed that opportunity with a slight mark, in a small margin. I felt very bad. I have to wait for another 6 years to get the same opportunity. So during that time, the work I have put in, the hard work, and I have improved myself. And when I got the opportunity after 6 years, I have grabbed that with open arms, and I have selected as a airworthiness officer, Group A airworthiness officer, and I was out of world. And this is my version of the story, how I got selected. But if you ask my wife, Elrasi, she will say, 2019, my daughter was born, Aradhana, and 2020 you got this job. Only because of that. Apart from that, as an airworthiness officer in DGCA, I am responsible for checking the documents, inspect aircrafts, and verify all the airlines follow the rules and regulation which makes the aviation industry safer. My goal is to become a policy maker in International Civil Aviation Organization. I want to improve communication skills and leadership skills to achieve that goal. That brought me to the Toastmasters. Thank you for listening.
qualified person. She is a seasoned product coach, consultant and a marketer with a wealth of experience working with Fortune 50 companies. She is a passionate communicator. She joined Toastmasters to improve her public speaking and coaching skills. She always gives her best in whatever she does. She serves as a VPPR of Medley in this current term. Because of her publicity about Medley Toastmaster, we got so many guests today. And we need to form a team, VPPR team for this. Actually, till last term we have only VPPM, only one VPPM. From this term, we formed a team to welcome the guests, all because of Toastmaster Jayashree. Let us put our hand together to welcome Toastmaster Jayashree. Toastmaster Jayashree, last and form, Toastmaster Jayashree, and her evaluator is distinguished Toastmaster Sundaraman Chintamani.
Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by your work that you just wanted to run away? I see a lot of hands here. Well, I actually did it. Running away led me to unexpected destinations. Greetings, Toastmasters, dear friends. Well, just before pandemic, during 2019, I lived in a city where software engineers take 3 hours to travel to work just to build an app that could deliver goods in 10 minutes. Any guess some of the city? 100%. I love Bangalore for 2 main reasons. One, it gave us our superstar, Talaivar Rajnikant. Number 2, it gave us RCB to have all fun in our life. When life was going hectic in that Bangalore city, I took a decision. I quit my job to start my entrepreneurial journey. I started coaching people in product marketing and product management. I also started consulting with a few companies. I enjoyed the freedom of this entrepreneurial journey. The freedom to not work any more 18 hours a day, but to work any 18 hours a day, an unpaid appraisal. And the freedom to wear pyjamas and nightie 24/7. And my commute to work is just a one-stop hop from bed to my desk. Anybody experienced it during COVID lockdown? Yes. When things were going fine at that time, like many of us here, I hit the wall during pandemic. Yes. Sitting inside the 4 walls of home made me to crave for human interaction. I just felt lost at that point in time, except for me and my mom, dad, within that room over there. So I called my cousin, who is my close friend as well, and asked for a solution. He gave me a solution that changed my life. I planned for a hop-on, hop-off train trip. I headed to the station without a clue about my destination. In that train, I met a loudly warm, welcoming family. As I interacted with them, I got connected. And there was one smiling lady in that family who I interacted more, and she gave me her number to contact me quite often. I came back home. The very next day, I was ecstatic as well as anxious. Gathering all my courage, I contacted that lady. And I said her, I wanted to meet their family quite often. A very rare sight. Then, she said one reply. Generally, whenever I call my friends who are married, especially the ladies, to go for an outing or for a meeting, they say, one of the biggest lies in the universe. I wanted to ask my husband, then only I can come. That's the biggest lie I say, my dear friends. A wife says it. Just like that, that smiling lady gave me an answer saying she wanted to consult the head of the family for that. I said like, okay. Then I contacted that head of the family. Over. Next. And he said, Vaanga pazhagalam Jayashree. Like, okay. Come, which means come, let's get to know each other. I was feeling happy. The very next day, I felt like I'm preparing for a date night, dressed myself really well, and then landed up there. Again, I met all of them. They were all welcoming, and this time I confessed that I love you all and I wanted to be part of your family. The very next day, I was waiting for an yes or a no. Typically, in a movie proposal, when a girl says yes in the first half, the movie is over right away. Same way, when the girl says no in the first half, definitely she will say yes in the second half, right? But here, they gave me an answer, neither yes nor no. They said, thank you for joining. Hey, what is the answer then? I followed again. Then I got an answer, yes. They said yes for being part of that family. Oof, well, you'll all be wondering in an icebreaker what she is talking about, right? Let me reveal the reality. My cousin whom I spoke advised me to get onto a train, which is this Toastmasters train. The family I met in that train is my second family, which is Medley. And the smiling lady is the onboarding HR officer of this club, who always hires people but never fires people, who collects membership fees but never pays on salary. The VPM, Pravda then. And the head of the family at that time was Toastmaster Venkat. My dear friends, today I stand before you as one pathway school, an area contestant, runner-up in 8 months, and a VPPR of this club. Well, at one point in time, when you feel yourself lost, imagine, and sometimes that, one of the best journeys are the ones taken without knowing the destination. Over to you.
Now the last speaker and a special speaker. This person is past district director and 2-time regional advisor and a very passionate Toastmaster. She came back to Medley in last term when I was BPM. When I asked her details to prepare a welcome flyer, she sent in one word, only name, and told her, put her photo and name and please circulate within only Medley. Don't publicize in website or in Tamil Nadu Toastmasters. And the testimony to her passion towards Toastmaster is, after reaching the pinnacle, she is here again to give her icebreaker speech. She is distinguished Toastmaster Suganthi Periyasamy. We have distinguished Toastmaster Guru Prasad sir to evaluate her speech. Distinguished Toastmaster Suganthi Periyasamy, Jigsaw Puzzle. Jigsaw Puzzle, Distinguished Toastmaster Suganthi Periyasamy.
Imagine I give you a 20-piece jigsaw puzzle. I also give you the completed picture. I give you clues how to arrange those pieces together. I even give you the sequence in which those pieces have to be put in together. Would you attempt this jigsaw, a 20-piece jigsaw puzzle? Yes. All right. Imagine a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. No picture. No clues. You don't even know whether there are only 1,000 pieces or there are missing pieces in it. And you don't know how much time you have on hand to solve that jigsaw puzzle. Would you attempt this jigsaw puzzle?
No.
Try. high, no? Yes.
Doubtful.
Doubtful. Well, dear Toastmasters, my life is this 1,000-piece, may or maybe more, zigzag puzzle. I know with this kind of introduction, you might all be thinking that I love complicated things in life. Well, it's just the opposite. I like to keep things simple. I prefer a simple life. In fact, simplicity came into my life even before I was born. There was no drama involved during my birth. The day before I was born on that day the doctor told that I would be born. And it was a normal delivery. The day before I was born, my mother was able to climb the 2 stories of the hospital and reach the room all by herself. In fact, till date, my aunts and my grandmother tell me, or rather tell everyone, that I was the easiest of all the kids born in that family to be raised. I never threw tantrums to eat, to bathe, to study, or to do anything as a kid. However, the moment I would step out of my house and see children passing by along with their parents every morning going to school, I started creating a ruckus. Not a ruckus not to go to school, but as a 2-year-old kid, I wanted to go to school. At that time we were in Dindivalam. Imagine in a small town like that, in the era when there was no concept of preschool, a 2-year-old kid, when that kid was not even of qualified age to go to LKG, wanted to go to school. My father thought that it is lesser effort to convince me than to beg the school principal to admit me. The father begged, the school principal admitted. Every day happily I went to school. Thus, I studied LKG for 2 years. You know why? Because in the same school, they refused to allow me to study LKG for 1 more year. In the other school, they refused to admit me into UKG because I was not 5 years old. Well, that's how life at times is complicated, but to me, I kept it simple. I had no qualms of studying LKG for 2 years, and I have no shame about admitting it as well. All through my school life, I was a studious student. I had a good chemistry with all subjects except chemistry. In fact, I picked up a Cold War with chemistry after 10th standard. That over a period of time, that Cold War extended to the level that I didn't have a good rapport with any teacher that taught me chemistry. But I loved solving mathematical problems, and as I finished my engineering, that interest got into solving business real-time problems. Today at work, whenever a problematic assignment needs to be completed, my company would immediately send me on that consulting assignment. In fact, I recently got a patent for solving a problem. You know what kind of nickname that I have for solving problems? Take a wild guess. I wish you were kind, Lakshmi. But my nickname is Problem Creator. And do you know who gave me this nickname? My dad. Of all the people, my dad calls me Problem Creator because I tell certain things that shouldn't be told to my mom about my dad. In fact, when I speak my heart out, I get into problems. When I speak my mind out, others get into problems. That's how my life is. Well, I love mangoes, but although I like to keep life simple, I'm choosy about certain aspects of my life. While I love mangoes, I love only Imapasant and Malgova. I just can't stand the smell or the taste of Banganapalli or other varieties. No offense to any of you. Can there be a person who loves and hates mango at the same time? Well, I love coffee, but only if it is made of pea berry filter coffee, and that too when it is served to me. You might think that I don't know how to make coffee, but hold on to your thoughts. Now, do you know where I was born?
Same.
The hospital.
In the hospital. Do you know where I studied?
The school.
Which place? Well, didn't I tell you my life is a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle? How do you expect me to reveal all pieces in just a 4 to 6 minutes? In order to enjoy a puzzle, spend time with it. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you would love to spend more time listening to more pieces of my jigsaw puzzle.
We have solved a few puzzles here. So Medley wants to give you the nickname Problem Solving Suganti from today. Timer, can you read out the qualified speakers?
Toastmaster Balaji, Toastmaster Rajashekar, and Toastmaster Jayashree.
Okay, thank you, timer. Now let us move on to the next session, table topic session. To conduct that, I like to welcome a person. He is an MBA with MSc Psychology graduate, now working as an assistant vice president of an Irish-based IT company. He served as VPPR of Medley in the previous term. Sir, it will take few minutes. He served as VPPR of Medley in the previous term, and he is known for his creativity in making the flyers. So every week, not only Medleyans, but all Toastmasters all over the district will be waiting for his flyer. He is a person in the Medley, all of you might have known. You know, man of the match. But he is a man of Matiyosi. Always he used to think differently. So I am sure that today he will also ready with the different topics to engage us for the next 20 minutes. Let us put our hand together to welcome Toastmaster Vijay Rajesh.
Thank you very much for your generous introduction. An impromptu speech session, a table topic speech session, is an opportunity to embellish your speaking space. Basically, for a guest, for the sake of guest, in Toastmasters, we have a table topic session in which you have to come to the stage. On the spot, you will be given a topic and you have to speak on that particular topic. And the time is, minimum qualified time is 1 minute, maximum time is 2 minutes. And Toastmasters International is generous enough to give you 30 seconds grace period. You can talk till 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So, are you all ready for this palpitating session? Yes. So let me call upon our first speaker. Let me call upon our Toastmaster Jagan on stage. Please come to the stage.
I'm not ready, Vijay. I'm not ready.
Where we stand depends on where we sit. Where we stand depends on where we sit.
My mind goes back to a topic, similar table topic that was given to another Toastmaster. If you don't stand up for yourself, nobody will. Today I want to share with you all where we sit, and if we don't sit where we want to sit, we won't be able to stand up for ourselves. Now what do I mean by that is, all of us have some values. We sit on top of those values. The other day, my wife told me, Jagan, you do not want your niece to use spoons, but you use spoons for eating curd rice. The place that I was sitting on broke down because my values were in contradiction with my behavior. And even the other day, she held a mirror to me, Jagan, please stop your advice. I'm not a person, I don't want to identify with a value to start advising before even asking whether the person wants advice or not. My values broke down. I could not stand up for myself. I felt as though an insect was going inside my spine. Do you guys feel that way? When your values are in contradiction, or rather when your behavior is in contradiction with your values. All of us sit on top of certain values that we have. To me, those values are the foundation. I can only touch the sky if I'm sitting strongly on the ground. With this point in mind, I just want to mention one dialogue, pardon my native tongue. It comes from this movie called Ponniyin Selvan, and it's the second part. In that, Ponniyin Selvan goes to Sri Lanka and the monks give him the throne, and he refuses the throne. The head of the monk says, Man varai valaibavane vaanam varai neelvam. The one who is humble enough, one who sits comfortably on his values, only that person can stand. Over.
That was well handled. Actually, that's a difficult topic, but still a very interesting and inspiring topic, I felt. The next topic is for our distinguished Toastmaster, DTM VNS. If you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything. If you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything.
Mr. Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests. I don't know, about 2 or 3 weeks back, Vijayarajan was the topic master and he called me. Again now he is the topic master. And I want to embellish my abilities and talents from Mr. Vijayarajan. He is a role model topic master. If you don't stand for anything, you will fall down. I don't know whether I will fall down or not, but the stick is there, so I will not fall down now. But the message is that always stand for something valuable and a noble thing, so that you will achieve what you want. That is the way to embellish our abilities and talents, which is taught in Toastmasters. Over to you, Mr. Vijayarajan.
So now standing is over. Now let me call upon a couple of guests here. Guests, are you ready? We have a lot of guests today. Guest Meenakshi and guest Japa.
Yes. How much?
How much? How much?
Yeah.
Is there anybody named Japa?
Yes.
Yeah, please. You are going to have a debate. A timer. Please note, 2 minutes for each person. You have to talk on health. You have to talk on wealth. Which is more important for a person? Health or wealth? First you will start.
Hi, this is Kamakshi here. I'm excited to talk about this topic. And health is more important because it is the only thing to survive. We are a human.
But this is currently word for wealth. Wealth you have, you can manage your health for anything for sick time.
Okay. If you have standing yourself, the health is more important.
If you want to stand, you can manage yourself. If you want want wealth also.
Something is about health. To maintain health. Something is
Any particular thing?
You can talk anything on it. You can talk anything on wealth. How it is important in your life. Whether your personal stories.
How do you take
how do you maintain your health? Like
How do you
what
take care of your
exercise you
health?
have to do? Something.
Any stories?
Okay. The health is more important because I live in hostel. The hostel was very, very vast. So the health is more important. Your daily routine, you have to day-to-day activities, the health is more important. Yes, of course, but Anna, you have wealth. You can manage it best hostel also. I have yes, right. But I am the living human. I want to live, but I need a food. I need a good food. That's why I'm saying.
Now, the next topic is for our Toastmaster Kalyani. I'll give you a topic. You have to translate in your mind to Tamil and you have to use it. Today night, tomorrow night. Today night, tomorrow night. Sorry.
Today night, tomorrow.
Oh my god, I didn't expect it such a time. Actually, what he said is, like, 3 days before what happened when I was coming from the office, I just had a fall. Unfortunately, I fell on the platform. Just a miss. I had to fall in the road. If I fall in the road, what would have happened? But luckily, I fell on the platform and I got up and it came off. So when he said this topic, that only came into my mind. And this topic is for everyone's life. It will happen. Again,
Shall I call upon our guest Rodi on stage? Our Toastmaster Venkadeshan on stage, please. Again, a debate. Hard work brings success. Opportunity brings success. Which one would you like to take? Hard work or opportunity? The choice is yours. Opportunities. Opportunities. Venkadeshan. Hard work. Two continuous grades. You have to talk for 2 minutes. Then you have to talk for
Good evening, Toastmasters members.
Good evening.
Today I had a nice experience, embellished with Rapido bike ride. This is the 4th time I am using the application. Whenever I use it in the billion, these Rapido bike riders will ride so fast. At 2:10, I left from Adambakam. I thought that to adjust the Rapido driver, I gave a little pep talk. May you have a good name, please? You were saying that Rajesh. Then I thought sorry to mention about, he's a North Indian. Aapko Delhi wala hai? No, sir, I'm from Kerala. Then what I thought is, whenever you were speaking to the driver, you drive slowly. In spite of that, he's driving so fast. Then I told him, sir, your wheels are very small. You're not supposed to ride like this. No, sir. Then he was talking such a fluent English. I never expected as a person he will talk. Sir, I am working in Apex, the advertisement agent company, as a front office manager. I have a lot of challenges in my life. At the age of 24, open heart surgery happened to me. I studied in Kerala. Then I said that in Kerala and West Bengal there is no factories and other things. And he is contracting me. I mean, he is arguing with me. because for landslide there is no company and other things. Finally, he gave a big slap to me in front of my result rows. I checked the rate is 91 rupees. I have paid 100 rupees. Dear Toastmasters, that guy is having a lot of failures in his life, in his personal life. I don't want to discuss all those things. But he is still saying that, sir, one day you become millionaire. I forgot to repeat that. I have paid 91. Instead of 91 rupees, I have paid 100 rupees through GPay. You won't believe that. He paid back 10 rupees. Immediately I opened my wallet and I paid 1 rupee. I said that, you think you want to be a millionaire? I too want to be a millionaire. And I learned a lesson today because opportunities we have to create. Instead of complaining about that, we are facing a problem. This is my argument. Get that.
So similarly, I too had a Rapido ride recently, and I was just exploring this very new thing because I'm very used to going in autos and taxis, and it's a very intimate space that you really share with the person, right? When you go on a Rapido ride, and anything can go right or go wrong. So in a similar way, I was coming back with from Anna Centenary Library, and I was riding with a Rapido person, and our conversation kind of started in a bad note because he actually jumped a signal, and after he jumped the signal, he started shouting at one guy, and he started shouting back. So as I am the neutral party over here, I just told this guy, please go ahead, it's okay, it's fine, ponga poite irunga, the local language, right? So he kept going, but he was totally pissed off at why I told him that, right? He just asked me one question, sir, why are you supporting him? You are supposed to support me. So I told him it's okay, I'm just trying to think from his angle why he would have done like that. And from there, he kind of started talking to me, right? So I just asked him, where are you from and what are you doing and all that. And it so happened that he's a Rapido driver by day and a 108 call center agent by night. Okay? So it also turned out that he gets very disturbed while driving on the road because all through the night he will be getting calls from different places about heart attacks, about accidents, and about all such things. And it is only because that he would be able to assist these people better by knowing the road conditions and the kind of traffic that he comes and does this job during the day. So it just gave me the signal that, and he also specified to me that this 108 job he didn't get properly because first when he tried he didn't have the degree to get it. But during COVID they made some, as we all know, many people made a lot of discounts during COVID. So he got a job and he has excelled and continued in the job for the last 3 months. So hard work does bring in opportunities, and from there you can pick it up.
It was a very good debate, isn't it? It was as if it is a planned one. But Medley not promotes any Rapido. There is a disclaimer. Now comes the next speaker. Our next speaker will be Toastmaster Shanmugavel. The more I study, less I know. The more I study, less I know.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. I am so happy to see the hall is fully embellished by the audience. The more I study, less I know. Yes, in my case, this happened. In childhood onwards, I used to study a lot of books. In childhood, I have studied the story books like forgotten the names with cartoon. Some story books are there. I used to study lot of books. After that, the novels. Then I have studied some educational books. Nowadays, I am studying some motivational books also, like that. I don't know whether to study lot of things. I am forgetting most of the things. I couldn't be able to follow. Like that, if you study more, you cannot keep it, you cannot remember. So what are the things which you need? You have to study that much only. I feel like that only. Whatever things you need, you take. Otherwise, don't read unwanted things. Thank you.
The next topic is be not simply good, be good for something. This is a topic. Anybody who is interested in this topic, please come to the stage. Please, the guests. Yes, please. Be not simply good, be good for something.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. So this is my first table topic speech, so I'm really excited to do it. So the topic that I got is be not simply good, but
be good for something.
Be good for something. Okay. So during my school days, I was a normal average kid, and I wasn't somebody who was very talented. I always used to look up to my seniors or to my classmates. We used to do something or the other, and used to get on to the WhatsApp channels that we have, right? WhatsApp groups, and they always used to have their photos in that time. Being a kid or being a student, even I wanted to be the same. I wanted to be a famous kid in my school, in my surrounding, and this was something that has been continuing for many years. But when I entered college, I was the same kid, but this time I was more determined and more passionate that I want to do something or the other and get on to that stage and show myself to other people. And I also got this interest towards business, startup, and that was the dream, and the career that I wanted to be. So, and one thing that I literally learned in this journey is that it is not about doing something, it is doing something great. Because everybody can do something, but that something only becomes great when you start to put your effort, your interest, and your passion into it. Because without interest and passion, things can't change. From Steve Jobs creating an Apple to Bill Gates creating a Microsoft, is all about starting with doing something, and that turned out to become great. And that's what that's what Steve Jobs always says: think different. Because only when we start to think different, we start to do something. So the point that finally I want to make, is that it's not about just thinking and planning for things. Better that we execute. Whether it comes good or great, that's fine. But let us start doing that. At the end of the day, we can make something good. Yeah.
Richard, you are not simply good, you are good for something. That's a nice speech, well connected. Now, next speaker, can I call upon Toastmaster Amirda on the stage? We have two lives. And the second one begins when we realize we only have one. We have two lives. The second one begins when we realize we have only one.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. When you're growing up, when you're a student, when you're young, people keep telling you there's only one life. Take every opportunity, do this, take this opportunity, go do public debate, learn dancing, learn music. At that time, when I was young, I was like one of those bored kids. I didn't show any interest in anything. I used to just sit and read all the time. I spent a lot of time reading. But as time goes by, I realized that I missed lots of opportunities, and a lot of other people took initiative and learned one or two things, and then they became really good at it. So later on, all these lessons, you realize that you don't have to be afraid of it anymore. You don't have to worry about the hard work. It's actually really rewarding. It pays you when you work focused on any particular thing. You take it up, you work hard, you overcome the obstacles that come in your way, and then you get better, and then you realize that you are capable of something. You are capable of coming past obstacles. That really motivates you. Then you realize that, okay, there's only one chance, and who knows about heaven or hell. So we might as well take this chance and do the maximum we can. Look for opportunities at every turn, and try to take whatever it is that is close to your heart. Work at it. There will definitely be obstacles on the way. but you will be able to overcome it. All you need to do is to stick to it and keep going. Thank you.
Next, can I call upon Toastmasters Neha? This is the last topic. Having no problems is the biggest problem of all. Having no problems is the biggest problem of all.
Good evening to Toastmasters and dear guest. Having no problem. Of course, it's a boring life if we don't have any problem. We need something to work on. We need something to say that, yes, I have some problem to solve. What else is there I am a dumb fellow then. That's how I think personally. But we need something to solve, something to crib upon, something to literally say that, shit, no, it's not happening as I expected. Say at work or maybe your parents' expectations. Everything falls into the problem category if we say that it's not a comfort zone. So having a problem tells you that you are coming out of your comfort zone, trying something new, you're failing at it, you're on the way to success. So it's better to have more and more problems, or if not, please try creating your own problems. That's the best thing you can do. Try to create a problems in wherever you are, because there are so many people around you, right? From where you can get inspiration to create problems also. So take an opportunity, create a problem, have a wonderful, lovely life, which is having more interesting stories to tell out loud. And recently, one of the problems, I would say, yesterday I entered into a small speech. I had to present humor. The thing is, I know that I had to present humor at 6 p.m. in the evening, and my speech was scheduled at 8:30. The moment I was just fixing bugs in my code, and ended up telling about that story, relating the bugs and this everything, and the speech was really horrible. I know that, and my evaluator really pointed out that the speech was horrible. But it was one more experience for me that I could relate my speech to the bugs and create some point of humor out of it. And it was really nice. That experience gave me so more learnings that I am capable of creating humor in 1 hour also. So, giving an advice over here, please create your own problems, make your life more beautiful. Thank you.
So with this, our table topics session comes to end. Table topics is of course a problem, but this is a problem to embellish our speaking skills. So next time when you are given an opportunity, please volunteer and come to the stage and enthusiastically take up the opportunity. Today I found many people coming to the stage very enthusiastically and energetically and taking this table topic session. We wanted to give many more opportunities for all the people, but unfortunately there is a time limit. With this time limit, we are able to give only this much of topics. Please come next time to have further impromptu speeches. Over to you.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Vijayarajan, for the wonderful session. Now I request the members to vote for the speaker whom you feel the best, and also for the table topic speakers. Before the timer, can you tell the qualified table topic speakers?
All the table topic speakers are qualified.
Can you read out the names?
Toastmaster Jagan, Distinguished Toastmaster V.N. Subramanian, Guest Kamachi, Guest Jeva, Toastmaster Kalyani, Guest Ronnie, Toastmaster Venkateswaran Venkatesan, Toastmaster Shanmugavel, Guest Richard, Toastmaster Amrutali, Toastmaster Sneha.
Thank you, timer. Members and guests, please hold your votes. Next, I like to hand over the session to the general evaluator for the evaluation session.
Sorry, the poll has not yet. Because it's better to finish the poll before we start evaluation.
Okay, sir. Now over to General Evaluator, Toastmaster Preparation.
So today, now we are into the third session of the meeting. So we are into the evaluation. So as part of our evaluation team, I would like to call upon the first evaluator, Toastmaster Dinesh Shekhar, and he will be evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Hema. To know about Toastmaster Dinesh, he is an active Toastmaster for past 4 years. Over to you, Toastmaster Dinesh.
There's a saying, people inspire themselves, great people inspire others. Today Toastmaster Hema aptly showed why she's a great people, and kudos for delivering such a very good icebreaker speech, Toastmaster. Firstly, I like the stage presence. You are very calm and you use your stage presence very well. For example, when you were first studying, born in Rajapalayam, you had a stage presence here. Then you moved to Madurai where you were studying physiotherapy, and then when you were joining a college, you moved to Hyderabad, then you moved your stage presence here. So it was a superb use of stage presence, particularly when you were delivering a first icebreaker speech. I'm sure that it shows how well you have prepared for this icebreaker speech, Toastmaster Hema. And also the hand gestures which you use. You kept on using hand gestures like a well professionalized speaker. There was no point of in your speech where your hand gestures were not insuitable with what you said. So kudos to it once again. And you also had a very good question on the right place. For example, initially you mentioned that your father gifted all kind of animals to you, and then you asked a good question to everyone. Guess what animal he finally gave everyone? And everyone were thinking, and then it was snake. So there was a good humor also added to this very good speech, Toastmaster Hema. The structure of the speech was also very well, the opening, body, conclusion. Before coming to the structure of the speech, there was perhaps one aspect in which you could improve upon, that is the vocal variety. For example, when you were telling that your father's health was slowly deteriorating, you could have said slowly. Perhaps you could have used the pitch in such a tone where it mentioned. And also, when the next sentence where he said that I could not get an admission in MBBS, maybe you could have said it in a more dramatic way. Particularly when you and your brother were born, your father and mother had already stamped you like MBBS, and your brother as an engineer, like typically how we do in India. And also your father's entire dream was you making an MBBS, particularly because he was in an MBBS college till the third year and finally had to drop out. So all that, when suddenly, at the middle of the speech, it comes down, you could have said suddenly said that, I could not get an admission in MBBS. Perhaps that would have made an impression that that your dream suddenly came crashing to a halt, and your father's health was also not very well at that point of time. But as I said already, the structure of the speech was very brilliant. For example, the opening, you had a very brilliant piece, like the entire family, or how you shaded your father, mother, your father as a marble businessman, your mother as a housemaker, and how you were very well. And then you went to the structure of the speech, your father's story, and how did he do business, and your rap with your brother. All that created a very good impression. And finally, I will conclude my speech by saying that Toastmaster, you have delivered a brilliant speech, and through your speech it clearly shows that you have well rehearsed and a very inspiring speech for everyone to know about. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh. Next, I would like to call upon the second evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. To know about him, he is a communication veteran, consultant, and creator combining words, voice, photography, and design, as we all know about him. And he was a former communication director of Ashok Leyland, Chennai. Over to you, sir. Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham.
Thank you, G. Dear Toastmaster Balaji and all the dear friends here. I am not what happened to me. I am what I chose to be. Carl Jung said. But you proved it, Toastmaster Balaji, and how. 3 things. 3 is the number for you today. you emphasize the importance of trio. Therefore, I'm going to give you 3 big ticks and 3 suggestions. The power of 3 was shown in 3 episodes that you talked about. Very succinct. First one, missing the 6th standard entrance exam and paying the price with 12 kilometers travel either way in the bus. Second one, denied the bee dream. How you regained that, how you retained that, right? And how you also got at 19 an identity card from Walters. And the last one, to escape the pink slip, you move to sales and you come out like a butterfly, MBA and DGM South. Fantastic. Which means my second point by itself, your storytelling skills. Each is a complete story. Each is a inspiring story, and you gave the circumstances of all that. Remarkably, not one extra word. Remarkable. Third, your endearing demeanor. For me, a few things stood out. One, the quiet confidence for what you have achieved is fantastic. Secondly, no boast at the same time, no boast. And secondly, the humility to acknowledge your mentor in a situation where people remember, mentees remember mentors only when they have to do the mentor project. Very good. Lastly, suggestions. One, at the start you started looking down and your hands were clasped. All you need to do is to practice in front of the mirror. Get familiar with yourself. Second, your title, go with the wind. But you did more than go with the wind. You created the wind. You changed the AC duct setting. So I would have recommended something like the master of my fate. If it's too boastful, you make your own future, because it's that everybody shares it. You have that much in it, you could use it. Lastly, is your challenge. Voice variety, body language. Take it as a challenge for your project. In other words, structure, you got on, efficiency through brevity, quiet confidence. And you only have to add body language and voice variety, and you will repeat your life success here in this hall. Okay.
Next, I would like to call upon that evaluator, Toastmaster Priya Bailu. When I asked her about she got introduced today, she told me the script. I'll read it out on her own words. Today being special meeting, I would like to say, I cherish my icebreaker speech, which paved the way of rediscovering myself. It's absolutely, I agree. Rediscovering ourselves definitely implies ourselves, I would say. Over to you, Toastmaster Priya.
Fasten your seatbelts. We are ready to fly high into the world of aviation. Good afternoon to all my fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm sure you all will agree with this story when I say there is this one story we all have read and we loved it. A small boy looking at the sky, watching the birds flying, looking at the flapping of the wings, and also writing Wings of Fire. Yes, Abdul Kalam. And today I saw a spark in Toastmaster Rajshekhar when he gave his speech all about this aviation world, especially when he mentioned this word, I was fascinated looking at the air. How wonderful was that? It is said when you are watching a ship and it goes out of sight, it doesn't mean there is end of the journey. It means there is a bend in that river. I'm bringing this instance because I saw fighting spirit in Toastmaster Rajshekhar when he brought in 2 instances, especially when he had to rewrite the exam so that he gets that aerodynamic engineering seat, and the second was a wait of 6 years to get that Group A level position. Now to this fighter, and he works so hard, makes the whole, make the heaven loose to acquire all this, and the credit is grabbed by his wife and daughter by saying, you got this after Aradhya was born. So to this wonderful fighter, here are a few recommendations from my side. For me, icebreaker is, I always look forward for this session because you show what you are to this audience. Yes, a major chunk of your personality was, yes, you love this aviation field. I would love to see what is that other passion you carry, even if it's not to go out in deep about this coffee and mangoes that you like and eat, but something more about this personality. Your ending was a bit abrupt. It's okay, I understand your very first speech. If it was all about a journey, if you have said it's not about the destination, but really the journey matters, so enjoy doing this. And the next is that which really highlighted, you were walking completely engrossed in your speech with a smile. I love to see that because your speech, but you disconnected with the audience. Just take a stance, look at your audience and bring out your story so that all are part of this story and they too enjoy with this. So I would love by saying one thing, best wishes to Rajshekar, who carries so much of josh and interest in this aviation world. My only last word is just keep flying high. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priya. Next, I would like to call upon the fourth evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman. He is a passionate Toastmaster for almost last 15 years. I think he likes the number 2 because he was the past president for Medley 2 times. He was awarded as a DTM for 2 times. Presently, he is serving as a District 120 as a quiz master. He will be evaluating speech of Toastmaster Jayashree. Over to you, DTM Sundar Raman.
General Evaluator, Toastmasters, Last and Found Jayashree. So today I am proud to evaluate your speech. So let me talk 3 nice things about your speech. Number 1 is message. In an icebreaker speech, you have to talk more about you. Since you are already an active member and participated in several events, most of our members know more about you. But today the hall is full of guests and you try to give extra information about you, and apart from members, even guests, I guess, strongly presume that even guests knew more about you. Let me test that. So in which city Jayashree started career? Bangalore. Brilliant. Okay. So before COVID and after COVID, how many hours she has to work for her career?
8 hours.
Brilliant. So I think whatever message you delivered here, I think that has reached most of the audience. That was the brilliant aspect of it. The second aspect is about your articulation. You started opening this speech with a opening humor, right? So you said that in this particular city, people travel 3 hours to go to their workplace to develop an app that will deliver item in 10 minutes. So immediately everyone roared with laughter. So that was a brilliant way of articulation. And you try to equate the joining the Medley Toastmasters Club to a train journey, and you also try to compare the ExCom officers with that of a family members. So that articulation helped us to connect you very well with this your speech. Then the third aspect is your presence. So in generally the professional speakers fraternity, people say that the speaker is not judged the very first word uttered or not even the first minute he is present. The speaker is always judged from the moment he or she started walking to the podium. So you, with a professional attire, you walked into the stage with gait and confidence, and that made a huge impact on your stage presence. And apart from that, you used a lot of relatable things like Thalaiva, RCB, Vanga Pazhagalam. I think all of us were able to connect, and that improved your stage presence to a great extent. And if at all, if I have to give one recommendation, so in this lost and found journey, you are not be firm on the stage, you are little making unnecessary movements. So that was slightly distracting. So here and there, from east to north, north to west, and west to south. So probably you can be a little conscious of it and make very purposeful movement. So in summary, even if you are lost in future, you have map with you. So this map stands for message, articulation, and passion, and you don't have to be worried. So if at all if you take this little subtle area for improvement, you will go great heights. I thoroughly encourage you.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster Sundararaman. Next, I would like to call upon the fifth evaluator who will be evaluating the speech of Distinguished Toastmaster Sugandhi. So there is a connection between the fourth evaluator and the fifth evaluator. He was the mentor, the fifth evaluator is the mentee. And on his own words, I gave my maiden icebreaker in May 2011 and got the best speaker ribbon. However, my content was overstuffed and I was talking till 7 minutes 28 seconds. I was walking fast across the stage and without time to breathe. And after completing my speech, I ran out of the room and got a fresh air and drank a big jar of water. Then I discussed with my mentor and he advised me to keep always 1.5 pages in A4 sheet about the speech. Over to you, Distinguished Toastmaster Guru Prasad.
After so many icebreakers and my fellow evaluators breaking much more ice, it's so wet and watery. So I was careful reaching. Don't worry, I am warming up myself to evaluate an engaging humor icebreaker. That's what I did. So dear general evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, I definitely feel that you really enjoyed the speech given by DTM Sugandhi on her so-called self-introduction. So when I was assigned with this duty as an evaluator for her, I thought, Sugandhi is one person who has seen it all in Toastmasters, from being a member to district director and regional director and whatnot, expecting only one final position at some point of time. Why is she giving an icebreaker at all? And what am I going to do in the name of evaluating an icebreaker? There was a big question lingering around. Thanks to grammarian, she gave me the clue of what it is going to be. You may be a seasoned Toastmaster, but the pathways requires you to do icebreaker whenever you enter any path. So what do? You already introduced yourself 2-3 times in your previous paths. How do? You just embellish your self-introduction with the different means, different ideas, and that is what I saw in her speech today. There's a great saying, the words you use define the person who you are, by a great speaker called Guru Prasad. How did she use her pathways as a tool for icebreaker? That's what I am going to explain to you. She used humor throughout her speech in every point she described. In Tamil, we have something called Vanja Pugarchi. It's like you'll be blaming like someone, but in the end, you'll be making a twist and actually be praising that person. She used that technique very aptly. Even before that, she gave an intriguing intro to 100 clues, 200 clues, etc., etc. Then suddenly she switched out her life. This is a great technique. In movies and web series, you would have seen there will be an intro scene, there will be a title, suddenly they'll go to a village with people running around with cows and bullocks. You'll be waiting for connect to that scene and you'll never miss any sentence, any word of the speech because you're always waiting for the 1000 jigsaw puzzle to come again. That was a very good technique, we all should learn from her. And at every point she wanted to explain her traits in various formats. What is her basic attitude? She says it's a complicated puzzle, but I'm a simple person. Then she's a child prodigy, but politely she said, I was willing to join LKG even before I'm eligible. Her specialty and expertise, she put forth that she's good in mathematics and solving problems, but by starting with I am weak in chemistry. Then what kind of person she is? She thinks with her mind and she thinks with her heart, and what's the difference? She very exactly put it. Then she had a fantastic closing message connecting to the intro by saying, in order to solve a jigsaw puzzle or a problem, you have to spend time with it. Amazing speech. Expect that I was expecting at least one puzzle in the name of Toastmasters. I really enjoyed your speech. Thank you very much.
Timer, can you please read out who are the qualified evaluator? All are qualified evaluators. Can you read out the names?
Toastmaster Dinesh, Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham, Toastmaster Priya Bayu, Distinguished Toastmaster Sundaraman, Distinguished Toastmaster Guru Prasad.
Thank you, Timer. Let's all vote for the best evaluator. Yeah. So we are done with the first part of the evaluation, the individual evaluation for the speeches. Next we move to the supplementary part. We have introduced the tag team to you. So timer, arc counter and grammarian. So we'll hear from a tag team report. I'll call upon the timer for the detailed report. Timer, Toastmaster Hema, Harin.
I'm going to present the timer report of all the speakers. So icebreaker session, Toastmaster Hema took 6 minutes 46 seconds. Toastmaster Balaji took 6 minutes 1 second. Toastmaster Rajashekaran took 5 minutes 32 seconds. Toastmaster Jayashree took 6 minutes and 18 seconds. Distinguished Toastmaster Sugandhi Periyasamy took 6 minutes and 48 seconds. Table topic speakers, Toastmaster Jagan took 2 minutes 9 seconds. Distinguished Toastmaster V.N. Subramanian took 1 minute 28 seconds. Guest Kamakshi and guest Jaba collectively took 1 minute 47 seconds. Toastmaster Kalyani took 1 minute and 1 second. Guest Ronnie took 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Toastmaster Venkateshan took 2 minutes 8 seconds. Toastmaster Shanmugavel took 1 minute and 15 seconds. Guest Richard took 1 minute 57 seconds. Toastmaster Amritavali took 1 minute 22 seconds. And Toastmaster Sneha took 2 minutes 7 seconds. Evaluators, Toastmaster Dinesh took 3 minutes 12 seconds. Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham took 3 minutes 16 seconds. Toastmaster Priya Bailur took 3 minutes 8 seconds. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundaraman took 2 minutes 59 seconds. And Distinguished Guru Prasad took 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Sri Jayanand took 1 minute 16 seconds. Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Pravda took 6 minutes 28 seconds. Toastmaster of the day, Anuradha, took overall 10 minutes. Table topic master concluded the session in 21 minutes and 30 seconds, Toastmaster Vijayarajan. General evaluator, Toastmaster Kumaresh took overall 8 minutes 40 seconds. Here I am. Thank you.
Next, I would like to call upon our arc counter, Toastmaster Sharmila, to come on to do the report. Over to you, Sharmila.
Good afternoon once again. I couldn't see any filler words for 11 speakers. Toastmaster Rajashekar, Toastmaster Jayashree, Distinguished Toastmaster Sugandhi, Toastmaster Jagan, Distinguished Toastmaster VNS, Guest Roni, Guest Sneha, Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas, Toastmaster Priya, Distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman, Distinguished Toastmaster Guru Prasad. I would like to give a big applause for them. Other speakers use very few filler words. I could say Toastmaster Hema used 3 ha. Toastmaster Balaji used couple of repetitive words. Toastmaster Kalyani used couple of Toastmaster Shanmugavel used 2 ha. Guest Richard used couple of repetitive words. Toastmaster Amrita used couple of Toastmaster Dinesh used couple of Thank you. Back to
Third, I would like to call upon our grammarian, Toastmaster Priyadashri. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My God, the sessions were so lovely and I was enjoying every bit of it. Everyone, right? So ready to know about the word of the day. How many of you used? Most 10 times the word of the day is being used. And I saw that Vijayarajan and DTM VNS have used twice. Thank you so much. And I love you to use it throughout your language to embellish your English. Thank you. And let me call upon on the few words and the phrases that has been used this evening. Starting with social animal. Team Prabha have helped me corrected it as ostracism, fear of group. Ostracism, okay. Painfully shy, effortless speaker, and the word pinnacle used by Team Anuradha. Mother of surprises, conservative town, forbidden, give the best, be the best. Word of mouth. In corporate we use it as the wow factor, word of work. So same way, word of mouth. Competitive, go with the flow. I was fascinated by anything flew in the air. Aviation, restless effort. Is it correct? Restless effort? Relentless. Thank you. And I felt out of the world. Overwhelmed. Entrepreneur journey, commute. I hit the wall during pandemic. Hop on, hop off train trip. Ecstatic and anxious, confessed. One of the best journey are the ones taken without knowing the destination. I love that. Studious student. Cold war with chemistry. I speak my heart out and I speak my mind out. No offense. Palpitating session. We can just quote it, I think. If you don't stand up for yourself, nobody will. My values were in contradiction with my behavior. Okay, here I just want to understand, felt like an insect, right? Felt like an insect growing in my spine, or felt like insect is growing in my spine? Which will be correct?
Did the speaker feel like the insect or
the speaker felt like an insect is growing in his spine.
The speaker was the insect.
So yeah, it felt like an insect is growing in my spine. My values are my foundation. And jump the signal, pep talk, something that we can use when you are using the usual language. We need to create opportunities. Okay, obstacles. Obstacles or obstacles. What is the correct way to pronounce it? Obstacles. I heard something else, so just want to confirm that. And the same way, third is like, that is how we pronounce it, and rockets or rackets.
Rocket.
There is a difference.
Both are there.
Both are there. The one that goes up to the sky is rockets.
Rocket.
This one is a rocket. Okay, so those are few things that I noted that we can correct ourselves. I just have liking will be correct, or I just like to engage myself in dancing schools.
I just have a liking.
I just have a liking.
A like.
Okay, should be better way to speak. And started accumulating huge losses. Started to accumulate huge loss, which is better.
Both are correct.
How to use button, however, these two connecting words need to be more appropriate. There are many ways to use however instead of but there are appropriate ways where we have to use the but. I was just overwhelmed with all the words, so I noted out everything, and I just end with one thing on map. That is message, articulate, and presentation, right? That's
Passion. Passion.
presence. Child prodigies, seal it on. So all these are the ones that I just noted. So let's all use all these temperature language. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyadashni. Now it's time for GE report. So as a GE, I'll be evaluating the meeting from start end to end. So I'll be producing my observation and the recommendation what I did for today. Starting with SAA, he started the meeting well on time. I mean, not well on time, 2 minutes delay. That is observation, we need to overcome it. So that is due to the delay of placing logistic for capturing camera. Whoever responsible, we should ensure we will be starting on time. And he started well, and he introduced and explained about the do's and don'ts. And I would expect having a little smile on the face, which will bring more closeness to the guests, those who are appearing first time. That's a kind recommendation for SAA. Moving to PO role, presiding officer, Pravda, she started well, and the story is more relating to the public speaking and Toastmasters, and also the good point, she has welcomed all the guests by their name, so which made them feel like they are personally connected with the meeting. Kudos to you, Toastmaster Pravda. Then Toastmaster of the day, Anuradha, she started and explained the theme and icebreaker. And so one thing which I felt was missing, Toastmaster of the day would have introduced the flow of the meeting, how many sessions we have, the benefits of the guest. We could explain about the prepared speeches, evaluations, and table topic sessions, which will give more idea about the Toastmaster next 2 hours, what is going to be the meeting and how it's going to be for them. Coming to the GU role which I played, even I did a mistake. I forgot to add read out the speech objective of the prepared speech. Then I updated TMOD, and humorously she added and she explained that to everyone. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Coming to the prepared speakers, and so it was very good, and the mentors did a very great job. But one observation what I found, the speakers are role players, those who are presenting for a meeting, at least they should be on a time, at least when we are starting a meeting. Otherwise it makes unnecessary tension to other role players to look out whether speakers are arrived, where they are, will they come or not. So to avoid that confusion or tension, I would request all the role players and whoever plays the meeting, they should be present on a time before we start the meeting. And table topic master, well done, Vijay. I know this agenda has been pre-created, Toastmaster of the day communicated well, and it was a different TTM master. The last minute change, you graciously accepted the change, and you did a very fantastic job. Thank you for that. And also encouraging the guest speakers when they struck somewhere, giving your suggestions or that inspiring them. That is actually what we need at Toastmasters. And trying a new way of telling the topic and asking the people to come over and take it up. Kudos to you, table topic master Vijay Rajan. Alright. And overall, I have a lot of observation and good findings from overall meeting. The first one is when we started a meeting, few of our Toastmasters, they came a little late, but they did not come or interrupt the meeting. They waited there near to the door, and till the time the person or the speaker who is on a dais completes the speech, they came and said, it's kind of a role model they have to be for other people, and how you want to be, as a Toastmaster, how you want to be. And the kudos to the people or role players, they showed on a time and be present before the meeting starts. And presiding officer, she shared the voting link to the guest group also, so she democratized, and also she given the agenda to all the guests, those who are not part of our Medley group, so that everybody knows the agenda, what is going to be there for next 2 hours. Good job, Toastmaster, President Toastmaster Pravda. And one more great appreciation to Toastmaster Rajasekhar. Today he was presenting the icebreaker. More than that, he took the role of taking the surveys, and he is doing first time. He's sitting next to me, he was asking which app and how do I do it. And I really appreciate the new Toastmaster. He did a fantastic job today. These are my recommendation and observation for today. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Anuradha.
Thank you, GE Toastmaster. Muresan. Now I request you to vote for the best role players. TMOD, myself Toastmaster Anuradha, General Evaluator Toastmaster Kumaresan, and TT Master Toastmaster Vijayarajan. Meanwhile, I would like to thank the last minute helpers, Toastmaster Sri Jayanand. He helped us to do Sergeant Adam's role at the last moment. And distinguished Toastmaster Thomas T. Abraham, he accepted for the evaluator role yesterday. And Toastmaster Vijayarajan for accepting TT Master role. Yesterday night only I called him for the role. He accepted that. Then Toastmaster Dinesh, he accepted for the evaluator role last minute, that is yesterday I asked him. Then Toastmaster Harini, she also accepted the timer role because there are few unexpected dropouts, but it was helped by the Toastmaster and we are able to manage. The TMOD also got dropped out because of the unexpected illness, and I took the role because the members who I joined when I was BPM. So I felt very close to them, so I took it as a privilege to introduce them as a TMOD. So thank you for the opportunity. So with this, I will hand over the session back to the presiding officer, President Toastmaster Pravda.
Thank you, TMOD. That was a wonderful session, isn't it? Did you all enjoy today's session? Yes. The interesting 5 speeches effectively evaluated by experienced Toastmasters and very interesting KT session. I should thank our VPE for organizing this milestone, this icebreaker marathon today, and kudos to her because she started scheduling the speeches and evaluators on the very first day, Sunday itself. Sunday morning she formed the group. Kudos to her. Big round of applause. I now call upon all the icebreaker speakers to come over to the stage for a standing ovation. Balaji, Toastmaster Rajshekhar, Toastmaster Jayashree, and distinguished Toastmasters Reco. Filling this room, we have around 14 guests today. Can I get some of feedback from some of our guests? Guest Ashish, Toastmaster Sneha, she is from Mass Articulator Club. She wants to join with us today. Please give your feedback.
So first thing is my club is a very new club, so I just came here to get the experience of more people in a club and having more distinguished Toastmasters, getting in touch with how the presentation looks like over here. And I thoroughly enjoyed the complete session and got so many notes in my book for because I am the VP and I would like to talk to Toastmaster Anuradha next. because I need so many mentorship on how to run the club, though it is small. So I would like to see my club crawling well and come up to a stage, and this number of 791, wow, thank you so much. I was really shocked on seeing so many speakers, and I think it's more than 12 or 13 speakers who came onto the stage here. So I would like to give a personal clap to everyone for taking that opportunity to come here, because giving a speech in this place was really, I was really scared about it first. Though I had been in my club for past 6 months, every week I give a speech for some or the other case. But here, making in front of a bigger crowd, it was a good experience for me. I have so many takeaways over here after this meet. Thanks for the opportunity and thanks for having me here.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sneha, for joining us and giving your opinion about the meeting. Toastmaster Ashish, are you there?
Yes.
Guest Ashish, please come.
Yeah, so
Give your feedback.
I thoroughly enjoyed today's session. It was amazing to see all the speakers complete their icebreaker speeches. And this reminds me of the time when I was in the Medley Gravel Club and I had completed my first, my icebreaker speech. So I hope someday, maybe in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or maybe by next month, to give my first my icebreaker speech at the Toastmasters Club. And I look forward to learning a lot here. Thank you.
Thank you. Most welcome to give your speech here. And one of the new guests, Chandani, can you share your experience about today's meeting? Stand up.
Hello everyone, so my name is Chandani and I came from Soka Pay to improve my communication skills. So I learned so many things today, like Jeshri, she did really well, like creating a story and telling, connecting with the Toastmaster class, how she joined. So I really love that. And I learned from so many people something good for my days. So I'll try to manage my time and join Toastmaster to improve my skills, because I love to connect with people and know about their stories and talk to them and having fun and listening them. So yeah, it was really nice session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chandani. Please do join with us for more meetings.
Sure.
So, regarding today's awards, the best speaker goes to Toastmaster Jayashree.
Yes, sir.
Best speaker, TT speaker goes to none other than Toastmaster Jagan. Best tag role player is the grammarian Toastmaster Priya. Best evaluator is distinguished Toastmaster Guru Prasad. The best role player is the TT Master Toastmaster Vivek. Next week we have a very interesting session, the reverse theme meeting. I can assure you that it is going to be filled with fun and interesting events. So please do join with us, and we also have a business session at the end of the meeting only for the members for the proposal of the this term's budget. I will be presenting that. So with the sound of this gavel, I adjourn meeting number 791. Please join